So here we are.
One perk of being in the country is being eaten alive by mosquitoes.
It really is. So this is our land behind us here.
So our plan right now is that we are going to start the process of building our forever home. We both grew up in the country and that's where we want to be.
We have been living in town on 0.16 acres and I think now it's time to move out to the country. I think we're ready for it. Hold on. Ah, ah! That scared the crap out of me. He stepped on the stick and it hit me and it scared the...
Okay, where are we now?
So this is where we currently live with our son and daughter here in town.
Our current house is a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and it has a nice big fenced-in backyard. This is a really nice starter home.
It was the one that actually had the most trees in it, which is something, as people who grew up out in the country, was something that we really wanted.
Yeah, it did have the most green space for sure. The backyard, the big backyard that we have with the fence around it is the reason we bought it. For our home in the country, we sat down and we talked about what we really wanted and what we really thought we needed.
So some of the things that we want in our home are 3 bedrooms, at least 2 bathrooms, a great room or just a big open space.
And in that great room area with the open floor plan, we want to have a nice vaulted ceiling with kind of a wall of windows.
So it'd be nice to have that open space for the kids to have a play area.
For heat, we're thinking of doing in-floor heating on the main level and then forced air heat on the second level and then central air throughout.
I would like a basement. We'd like a laundry chute.
We also would like to have a receiving room, an indoor pool. We like to stay fit.
A rotunda and a cloakroom.
A banquet hall, a ballroom. Ooh, a servant's ballroom.
And a humidor chamber.
Observatory, cabana,
Armory, rooftop helipad.
What about the stables? Okay, but let's be honest. We don't really need a rooftop helipad. That's more of a want than a need.
Well, all right.
But the rotunda is a non-negotiable. It's rotunda or it's nothing. Can't live in a house without it. I'm not an animal. I was kind of like...
Awesome. But seriously, this is what we're thinking about for our forever home. So I'm out here at the land today, and I'm going to be doing a couple of things. The first thing I want to do is show you guys the land that we've got out here. And we're also going to be doing a PERC test or percolation test just to make sure that the land is ready for us to start building up here. A PERC test is done before putting in a septic system, and in our area, an official one is done by the Department of Health. Another reason I'm doing this PERC test is because this is a high spot on our land, and I wanted to check the soil. So I dug down a few feet in a couple of different spots because I wanted to make sure that there wasn't a rock ledge underneath. So we've dug 3 holes. We just kind of spaced them out throughout the property. This one is kind of right where the house is going to be. And this one's about 2 feet deep. The other one's about yay deep as well. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the one where we think the septic's gonna go, and we're gonna pour some water in there. You're supposed to fill it up with 12 inches worth of water, let it drain out and pour some more in and see how quickly it drains down. So that will be the first thing that we're gonna do now that we've got our 3 holes dug. A rock ledge would have been trouble because for a basement or even a slab foundation, you'd have to be able to dig down several feet. We didn't want to run into any surprises, and as you can see here, we didn't. As soon as I poured in the water, it drained out in just a matter of minutes. So that's why we were doing this preliminary test today, just to see what we were dealing with before we got started clearing a driveway and leveling the land. So I'm back home now. I just wanted to update you guys on the PERC test. The research says that you want it to be 18 to 36 inches deep for your hole that you dig. I dug mine at 2 feet deep, so it was plenty deep enough. And we just used a stick that we had marked off for 2 feet deep. And then we filled the hole with water up to 1 foot. And I had only let it go through once just because it was an unofficial one. It was just for our own knowledge, not for an official thing. But if you're doing it, you would want to be able to mark off and measure how fast the water is draining through on the second bucket. So the first bucket of water I threw and got it to 12 inches, let that drain out, and then fill a second bucket and start to mark after each hour how quickly it's draining, because that's what they're going to want to know for your official PERC test. So that was a couple of days ago actually, and we had a lot of rain over this weekend, and it drained out and it was dry like just hours after. So we definitely know that we've got some good drainage out there and we're not too worried about it.
So now that we know what we want in our house, and we also already checked the soil with our PERC test, and we made sure that the drainage was good and that there was no rock ledge underneath it, now we can start marking off the driveway. So we really want to make sure that we're strategic with our planning of where the driveway is going to go in, as well as where the house is going to be in relation to the trees, because there's a lot of really nice mature trees out there that we want to salvage. We want to save as many of those trees as we can.
Right. So when we go through and we cut down, we're going to go through and mark each one with some spray paint, just so we know exactly which ones we want to take down and keep as many of them as we possibly can. In our next video, we start to tackle projects around our current home, and we're going to begin with the chain link fence in the backyard. So if you have any comments or questions for what we're doing, put them in the comment section down below.
And don't forget to subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you get notified anytime we post a new video. This is what I see through the monocle lens. Get in here, Zach.
We'd like a laundry chute, I think because of Home Alone specifically.
Yes.
So that way we can keep it safe from bad guys.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I'm gonna So looking for like things like a rotunda, a banquet hall, ballroom, servants' ballroom. I just want to be able to read these, and then we can shoot.
Snore flat.
Stop.
Should I also have a monocle?
Yeah, you should.
Or is that too much?
No, there is no too much in this scenario.
Okay. Where did you acquire it?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Receiving room, indoor pool, and rotunda. So we'd like a receiving room and indoor plumbing.
Well, I hope we have indoor plumbing at our house. That's more of a want, really. It's not really a need.
I'm just saying.
Indoor plumbing. Oh my god, I
can't
hope
read.
our new house has indoor plumbing.
We're really gonna spring for the indoor plumbing. So if you have any comments or questions, write them down here. I can't hold it even with my big face.
I can't either.
I think you should just hold it. Thinking about getting a monocle. Creepy.